Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Hay. This is another CEDH gameplay video. Today's video featured a bunch of fun decks, including one I have never seen before. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Starting us off today, we have Kindred MTG playing Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. And then we have Meaty McPimpin playing Glarb, Calamity's Augur. Going third is myself. I am playing Heliod, the Radiant Dawn / Heliod, the Warped Eclipse. And then going fourth, we have Spiky Panda playing Tayam, Luminous Enigma. Let's get into it.
I will show you a Ley Line of Abundance.
Hey.
Nice.
And a Gemstone Caverns, Pacino Windswept Teeth.
Nice.
Wow, okay. He's got a mana dorks in his hands.
And I'm good.
Alright. Drop a turn.
You wouldn't mind a turn one wheel, would you?
No.
I will play a tap land, Havenwood Battleground. On pass turn.
Sick. I'll drop a turn. I'll play Polluted Delta and a Mox Amber. And if that's good, I'll ship the turn.
I'm going to play a Plaza of Heroes. And then tap that for a Soul Ring. Pass the turn.
I will play a Mana Confluence.
Nice.
I will tap for a green, cast an Evanescent Pilgrim. Tap for a green, Bane of Life. And I will cast a Birds of Paradise. If that's good, I'll try to pass.
Untap upkeep. Bro. I'll play a sad Gemstone Caverns, Hermit Druid.
Inherently, Hermit Druid is a scary card. I am not sure the workings of how Lumra works, so it'd be interesting to see if Hermit Druid just wins the game on the spot, or if it's in here for value.
Alright, pass turn.
In your end step, I'll fetch. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to get a Hedge Maze, which is a Surveil lands. All right, Trigger?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't need that. I'm going to go ahead and bin this Legless's. And then I'll draw. Oh, that's not what I needed either. Yep, I got to pass the turn.
Okay, untap. Draw a card. I'll play a Tundra. Play a Ristic Study.
Okay, I'm just going to do this now, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and cast a Veil of Summer. It's literally just a draw card.
Yeah.
And I don't that way. Okay, so it'll resolve. I'll draw.
I will then pass to a very scary Tayam player.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Play Centaur Garden. Just my land for turn. And I will tap for 2 white, getting 2 additional green, and I will cast a Bright Glass Gearhulk.
Yeah.
If it ETBs, I tutor for 2 1-drops. They can be artifacts, creatures, or enchantments.
I
Cool.
got nothing.
I just want to see.
I'm gonna get Delighted Halfling
Yeah.
and a Cathian Money Changer.
All right.
I will attempt to cast the Delighted Halfling. I'm losing 1 and paying for the Ristic. The Cathian will go to hand. I'll try to pass.
Untap upkeep, draw for turn. Play a Lion's Eye Diamond. Play an Ancient Tomb. I will
Okay.
crack this for 3 green. I'll tap for 3 colorless. I will attempt to cast my commander, Lumra.
Yes.
You're discarding your hand, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. Dosen, Eldritch Evolution, Ominous Cemetery, Sun Scorched Desert, and Horizon Progress. I have an ETB trigger that I will respond to.
Yeah.
Activate Hermit Druid.
Making sure.
Vesuva, Spelunking, Burgeoning, Forest. There you go. And then ETB trigger on Lumra.
Mm-hmm.
These lands. Oh, I still have to mill 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. I have all these lands enter the battlefield. I have an ETB trigger on Sunscorched Desert. I'll just ping. Hey.
I'll take 1. So, now seeing what Lumra is able to do, it's very cool putting all those lands back into play and making Luma very big. I'm expecting some sort of trample and then just start killing us with commander damage. Thankfully, the Hermit Druid did not do the entirety of the library. That was good, because I feel like we would have been in a big mess if that happened. So, gotta watch out for combat damage now.
After that, I pass turn. 9.
Untap or keep. Oh, I'm getting hard punished for keeping his hand. I'm gonna pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw a card. Yep. Well, I'll play my commander, and I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Top deck of the century.
Was it really good?
It's not bad. It's a card I slotted in. I haven't played with it much. Let's go black green, white green. I will cast an uncounterable Tayam. I'll pay the green
Okay.
and float the white.
Yep.
The white will be used on an Acathian money changer.
Sounds good.
That one you may draw.
Sweet. Thanks.
Where I'll have ETB for money changer. He'll enter with 3 credit counters.
Credit counters.
I'll take 3 damage, and he will also enter with a vigilance counter. Just gonna ship it there.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Don't see anything that I can do here but attack, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll send my commander at you. Oh yeah, 10. 10, not 9.
I'm gonna put the money changer in front of him. Cool.
Pass
I
him
will take 2 and remove the 3 counters. I'll try to spin tie him. I'll mill 3.
Mhm.
Archon of Emeria, Elves of Deep Shadow, and Arbor Elf.
Told you.
I'll get Archon of Emeria.
Told you.
Damn, I know I'm gonna top deck a
Then-
land too.
Then I'm good on damage. I'll take 8.
Yeah, so now we're under a rule of law. Tayam is very good about putting stacks pieces into play, and I wanted to get Heliod out just in case a Drannith Magistrate came. I am mostly okay with the Archon at the moment. My deck plays at instant speed, so I can cast a spell every turn, but eventually the Archon will need to be removed.
Okay, so second main, let's see what I can do. I'll crack this to draw a card. That's all I can do. Crap. Alright, pass turn.
Okay, I will play this tapped Watery Grave and pass the turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw a card. Ayo, it's another land. We're so happy. 3 mana and 2 life. To activate my commander's ability, I need to discard a card. I am gonna discard an Echo of Eons. Yeah, so cleanup step, I put an Echo of Eons in the graveyard, which has flashback for 2 and a blue, and with Heliod out, it'll cost less for every card drawn, so at most it'll cost 1 and a blue on someone else's turn, which is the exact amount of mana I left up. So if a wheel needs to happen, I can flash the wheel in and make everyone shuffle their graveyards into their library.
Good on tap. Upkeep. Draw a creature. Tap for white green and cast an Esper Sentinel. Esper will enter the vigilance counter.
Mhm.
And now I'm limited by my own Archon, so I will just pass there.
Alright, so untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Play Gaia's Cradle. If that's good, I'll move to combat. 13. So I'll just send it to him.
Try to
Yeah.
put the bright glass in front of it.
Okay.
You said a 13?
Yes.
Okay, I will take 9.
So, Panda thought that Lumra has trample. It doesn't. We're gonna go back and fix it in a second. But just know that Panda has not taken any Lumra damage because he has blocked both times. So it'll be fixed in a second.
Wait, why are you taking damage?
Do you not have trample?
He doesn't have trample.
Your commander doesn't have trample? Oh,
No.
oops.
So
It sounds
It's
good.
vigilance reach.
You should
You're
gain
good, never mind.
16 more life.
My bad. I
Yeah.
just assumed
Yeah.
green big creature had trample.
No, no.
Um,
Alright. That should be it.
I'll draw for this.
So I guess
ItzHaay enters tap 2 because it's a non-basic land. So the ruling with Archon of Emeria and ItzHaay says that Archon will cause all the creatures to enter tapped because they are considered non-basic creatures. The ruling for that is 614.12. That rule basically is just talking about replacement effects and how that causes permanents to enter the battlefield. And it says that you need to check how the permanent would exist on the battlefield and look at the characteristics of it. And because ItzHaay says that they are forests, it doesn't say that they are basic forests. They are considered non-basic when they are entering the battlefield, so Archon says that they enter the battlefield tapped.
Well, I'm gonna give you guys some cards so that way I have something on board at least. I'm gonna play a counterbalance.
Anything
Of course,
else
you could.
for you?
Yeah, no, I got nothing else, so you can do what you got to do.
To cast at least one spell this turn, right? Pay 1 blue, cast an intuition. I'll target you, Meaty.
Sure. I've got no response to that.
So here's what I'm going to
Or
show
blind.
you. Get Lost, Amphibian Downpour, and a Resculpt. I went for an intuition here. Got a Resculpt, an Amphibian Downpour, and a Get Lost. I chose Meaty because he is also in a position where he wants some stuff off the board. So I'm hoping if he lets me have Amphibian Downpour, I can hit multiple things on board instead of just removing one problem with either Resculpt or Get Lost.
Ooh, I want you to have amphibian downpour. And if that's cool, I'm gonna pass the turn. I've done something now, so I'm okay with
Untap,
it.
upkeep, draw a card, Gemstone Caverns.
Comes into play taps.
You are right. That makes it even worse. Let's just pass.
in your end step, I would like to evoke Solitude, pitching Pulse Mage Advocate.
Cool. I have no response.
Sounds good. ETB, I will have the Exile resolve first. I will target Heliod. He will also enter with a Vigilance counter.
So Panda's trying to remove Heliod here, which means something annoying is going to happen on his turn. I need to try to keep Heliod alive so that I can make use of the Amphibian Downpour that I just got. It's going to require me to use way too many resources, but I have to do it. I will pay 2, 3, exile the Plaza of Heroes to give it hexproof and indestructible.
Sounds good.
There.
I will have the sacrifice trigger, to which I will respond to, and tap for 3 mana, remove the 3 vigilance counters. And I would like to activate Tayam. I will mill 3. Faber Elder, Knight of the Reliquary, and Weathered Wayfarer. I will return a Cathian Money Changer. ETB, I will take 3 damage. And then I will take 2 more damage and try to spin time again. But I will mill Oppo, Court of Calling, and Arid Mesa. I'll return Faber Elder, Vigilance counter. And then I'd like to go to the Solitude Sacking. Good to go to my turn. What's that? Upkeep. Draw. Play Command Tower. It's land for turn. Cast a Strangleroot Geist.
Strangleroot Geist is a big problem. It has Undying, so it comes back with a 1/1 counter and a Vigilance counter from Tayam. So all he needs to do is find a sack outlet, and it is very close to producing a loop where Tayam can just activate as many times as they want. So we kind of have to figure out something to do about it right now. Otherwise, we're in deep trouble.
That's a 2-drop. I will have a well. He has a Ristic Study trigger, and I have a Counterbalance trigger.
He's got all the mana in the world, though.
Yeah, I will pay for it.
Counterbalance
Uh,
trigger.
Good on counterbalance.
It is a 3-drop Ristic Study. Great card. I'm gonna go ahead and exile Abrupt Decay, casting Force of Vigor. I will be announcing my targets as your ley line and the Esper's Sentinel, I suppose. But I can't pay for any triggers, so you get an Esper draw and you get a Heliod
Ooh,
draw.
that does help.
Hold on first.
Sure.
Cool.
Well, this is your opportunity. If it goes to the yard, you'll have an opportunity to kind of interact. Or not Tayam, sorry. If Strangle Guys goes to the yard, you'll have an opportunity to interact. It's just that most of the time when I see this card resolve, we are dying that same turn or in the upkeep of the next player's turn.
Yeah. He cannot cast another spell at the moment, so I can do something right now. I'm gonna play an Amphibian down 4. Storm is 1, so there's an extra copy. Oh, there's oh,
Yeah, he
oh!
I cast this, and now you have that as well. You'll have 2. The Storm is 2, and then you'll have your original copy, so you'll be able to select 3 things.
Yeah. My target, the original, is gonna be on Tayam. First copy is gonna be on the Archon, and third copy, maybe the Fabro Elder. That's probably a better choice.
I have an Esper Sentinel trigger.
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably would have been a Shia, would have been good, but
A Shia, you think? I mean, I'm just feeling like
No.
Tayam is a problem, and I'm unlocking his own stacks piece for him.
they're for sure dead if if that doesn't resolve.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so
in response-
Tayam, Archon, and Fabro Elder is what I'll
Cool.
say.
I'm gonna tap for 8.
Yeah.
And I would like to activate Ley Line of Abundance to put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control. I will then tap for 3, and I will remove this counter.
I should have waited for
these
Force
two
of Vigor
counters.
to resolve. So I made a few errors here. First off, I should have allowed Tayam to respond to the Force of Vigor, and then I could have responded on top of that. I jumped the gun a little bit in casting the Amphibian Downpour, and the targets for the Amphibian Downpour were probably not what they should have been. Tayam and Archon definitely should have been one, but the third definitely should have been on a Shia. That is the targets that should have been. Instead, I targeted the Fabro Elder.
I would like to spin Tayam. Let's see me get nothing. I'm gonna get the Recruiter of the Guard. I will tutor, Carrion Feeder, and then I am good to clear this stack. Tayam will become Archon, will become, and Fabro will all be 0/1s, right?
0.
Yeah.
No, they are 1/1s.
1/1s.
Oh,
Let's go. Force of Vigor resolves. I lose. Was it Leyline and Esper?
Yeah.
Cool. And then Strangleroot Geist enters, and I pass the turn.
End of your turn. Tap for 3 green, then 2 colorless. I'll activate Ominous Cemetery. I'll exile it and then target creature's owners, shuffle it into their library. I'm going to target my commander, put it into the command zone. And then good to go to my turn.
Yep.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. 2, 3, 4. I'll activate Castle Garenbrig for 6 creature green mana. I'll activate this for green and colorless. So I have 8 floating, enough to cast my commander. ETB, I will respond to it. I will activate Hermit Druid.
Okay.
Still ETB on the stack. I will strip mine Vesuva
Okay. Oh, nice.
and then ETB trigger Emil 4.
Mm-hmm.
2. There's the other one. 3, 4.
How many cards do you have left in your library?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these all enter. The thing that is notable here is Vesuva.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It enters a copy of Lumra because it's a forest,
Yeah.
and then it will die from the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and strip mine is dead too, by the way, because I
Mhm.
stripped mine Vesuva,
Well,
so it
it
should
will
have
be
been
back.
entered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's one more land that I need to find. Should
Literally
be
just
in here.
one more mana open.
Um, the ETB trigger on Glacial Chasm, I'll have it sack Sunscorched Desert.
Ooh, I
And
now see.
yeah, there's a loop here.
I got you. You're good.
That's awesome.
I did you
I'm going to explain how Lumra won here because it was not explained super well in the video. So when Lumra's enter the battlefield, trigger, mill 4 cards, then return all lands from the battlefield to the battlefield tapped, it brings back Vesuva. And with Ashaya on the battlefield, Lumra is a land. So Vesuva can enter as a copy of Lumra, which then does the ETB again on the stack. However, Vesuva dies to the legend rule and goes to the graveyard. There's also a land in the deck called Lotus Field, which has an enter the battlefield ability of sacrifice 2 lands. If you can sacrifice Scorched Desert and the land that has that ETB, then everything re-enters the battlefield, just loops over and over and over as many times as you have Vesuva copy Lumra, and Sunscorched Desert pings everyone until they no longer have any life. So that is the loop that Kindred did here. I know it wasn't super explained, but that's why I'm trying to explain it for you now. But congrats to Kindred MTG for pulling out the win. It was great to see Lumra in action. We definitely let it go under the radar, and I definitely should have put a Amphibian Downpour enchantment on Ashaya. However, I will remember that for the future. But congrats to Kindred MTG. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.
Deathly Swarm! Planeswalker, bring the storm!